Okay, hello everyone, and thank you for joining our online class. Today we were going to be talking about prepositions and pronouns. Okay, so there are three objectives that we are aiming to achieve by the end of this class. First of all, having a brief idea about pronouns and prepositions, differentiating between the different functions of pronouns, and differentiate your understanding of prepositions. Okay, so first we are going to start with a game in quizzes. My colleague will put a code in the chat so you can join.
Okay, so everyone, you need to go to the website called Quizzes. I put the name on the chat. So if you will head there, and once you're in the link, just press join game. I will be giving you the code just about now. Okay, so here's the code for the game. Okay, so we have everyone in and we're going to start the game. So you have about 6 questions. And each question will have about 30 seconds. So please pay attention to the time. Okay, so we got our first 3 places. So looking at the questions, a good amount of you have got it right. Some of you got it wrong, but it's no issue. We're going to be explaining those questions within this lesson.
Okay, so first off, we're going to start with prepositions. Prepositions are words that are used before pronouns or nouns to show their relationship with other words in a sentence. There are 3 types of prepositions that we are going to learn about today, which are location, direction, and time. Some examples of prepositions are about, up, except, on, from, inside, at, over, and so on. So these prepositions are divided into these 3 types, which are location, direction, and time. And now we're going to know how to use them.
Okay, so for this example, we have an example of the position. Preposition. So we have the picture and then we have the example over here, which is the dog is dash the table. So you need to keep in mind that the preposition, they're short words and they connect people, objects, time, and location. And in this case, we have the location. So here we can say the dog is underneath the table because preposition is all about where is the dog located at. Is it under? Is it beside? Is it on top of the table? You can see it from the picture. And then we have the cat is on the table. Again, the preposition in this example is all about the location of the objects and the people. So for our next question, I'll give you a chance to do it. And we have an exam dash Monday. Who would like to give it a try? If you do not wish to use the microphone, it's fine. You can try to answer it in the chat. Yes.
So the first one is we have an exam on Monday. And the second one, we have my exams are in May. Yeah, in May.
Yes, that's actually correct. The previous example was about preposition location, and this one is more about time when something happens. So for our next exercise, again with prepositions. Anyone else would like, aside from? Anyone would like to give it a try? It's fine if it's wrong. Okay, so we have a student.
I think
It's just one of you. It's either. Okay.
okay. So I think it's leaning on the wall.
Yes. So in this exercise, we covered the time and the location, and this one is more specific when something is happening. I believe we have one more example. Yes. You can do this one.
The man is walking in the rain.
Yes. So I'll pass you to my colleague who will explain the other part of the presentation.
In this video, we are going to learn about prepositions. So what are prepositions? Prepositions are words that describe the subject's relationship with the object. And in this case, the apple is the subject and the table is the object. There are many words that can be used in all the three types of prepositions. There are three types of prepositions. There is location, direction, and time. First, location. Prepositions of location are words that describe the subject's relationship with the object, based on where it is. For example, the apple is on the table. Second, direction. Preposition of direction indicates that something is headed for or directed to somewhere. For example, my friend lives across the street from me. Third, time. Preposition of time allows you to discuss a specific time period, such as a date on the calendar, one of the days of the week, or the actual time something takes place. For example, the museum is open from 9:30 to 6.
All right, so now I'm going to talk about pronouns. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. We use a pronoun to avoid repeating the same nouns again and again. There are two types of pronouns that I will be talking about in this presentation: subject pronoun and object pronoun. A subject pronoun is a pronoun that does the action in a sentence. Examples of this would be I, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Now, an object pronoun functions as the object of a verb or a preposition. Object pronouns can be me, him, her, it, you, and them. Here are a couple of examples of subject pronouns. Here, Ellie loves watching movies. Ellie becomes she. So now the sentence becomes she loves watching movies. Now for the second one, Sarah, Dan, and I were playing football yesterday. Sarah, Dan, and I will be changed into we. We were playing football yesterday. Now here are object pronoun examples. The first sentence is Amy loves sitting next to Tom. When we change it, it will be she loves sitting next to him. The second sentence is, will Mike be going to the circus with Lexi? Here the sentence will be, will he be going there with her?
Okay, so in here we will begin with subject pronoun, but before that, let's quickly recap on what subject pronoun is. So subject pronoun, it will replace the noun that performs the action, basically doing an action. So I'm going to be doing the first example for you. Martha enjoys going on picnics. So Martha is the subject. She's the person who's doing the action, which is going on picnics. So she will be changed into she enjoys going on picnics. Now for the next exercise of subject, who would like to give it a try?
Me.
Go ahead.
Ross and Joey are taking a nap. So Ross and Joey are the subject,
Yes,
and it will be they are taking a nap.
correct. So let's head now to the objective pronoun. And in the objective pronoun, it will replace the noun that receives the action as well. So we have Jacob bought lunch for Jane. Who would like to give it a try?
Me,
Go ahead.
he bought lunch for him.
It's for her, actually.
Ah, Jane, for her.
Okay, vice correct. Okay, what about the last question that we have? Anne and I went to Dubai with Alice and Scott.
She went to Dubai with her. No, with me.
Well,
We.
yes, it's actually they went to Dubai with them because you have Anne and I, which are two people,
Okay.
and then they went to Dubai with
Sorry.
Alice and Scott.
The sentence will actually, Anne and I, since you're talking about yourself, you would say we. We went to Dubai with them. So
Okay,
that's how the
thank you.
sentence is. You're welcome.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is about pronouns. Let's get started. Now you might be wondering, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. We use a pronoun to avoid repeating the same nouns again and again. There are two types of pronouns we are going to mention in this video: the subject pronoun and object pronoun. Let's start off with subject pronoun. A subject pronoun is a pronoun that does the action in a sentence. Subject pronouns are I, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Here's a few examples of what a subject pronoun is. Here's the first example. Elle loves watching movies. Now you see Elle changes to she. Therefore, the sentence changes to she loves watching movies. Now here's another example. Sarah, Dan, and I were playing together yesterday. Now can you tell me how the sentence will be when we replace the noun with a pronoun? That's right, it changes to we. So now the sentence is, we were playing together yesterday. Next off, object pronouns. An object pronoun functions as the object of a verb or a preposition. Object pronouns are me, him, her, it, you, and them. Here are some examples of what an object pronoun is. Amy loves sitting next to Tom. Now if Amy changes to she and Tom changes to him, then the sentence becomes she loves sitting next to him. Now for the last sentence, will Mike be going to the restaurant with Lexi? Now, one last time, what happens when a noun is removed? You're right, now the sentence will be, will Mike be going to the restaurant with her? This is the end of the lesson. I hope this video has been very helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Bye!
Okay, so now we are done with this online class. We learned about prepositions and pronouns. Let's end this class with a game to see if you learned something from this class.
Okay, so I have placed the new code for the new game. And this time there is a mix of multiple choice, one question, you will need 2 answers, and a couple of fill in the blanks. Good luck. Okay, so for this quiz, you're gonna have 10 questions. So let's start. Again, each question you only have 30 seconds, so please pay attention to the time. Okay, so we have our top 3. Okay, so it seems like you guys have benefited after all from the lesson. With comparison to the first quiz, is much more better. You probably have made a mistake in the question that have asked for 2 answers, but it's fine. You guys have basically improved in the presentation of pronouns and prepositions.